Hello, and welcome to Scarlet Hollow, episode 3, day 3. Last time, mine collapsed, and we discussed a bunch of different, cryptids and stuff. All of it seemed to be not really anything, related, but some spooky stuff did happen, and our cousin is probably mad at us now. So let's see. Proceed if you dare. Okay, I did that. No. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Yes, definitely take a shower. I'm not sure if it's metaphorical grime or literal grime. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. Although there's going to be water all over the floor. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... Ooh. Choices. I'd be thinking about all this stuff. I would not be very positive right now. Think about someone special. Think about finally getting out of this hellhole and being safe in your own bed. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Let's check on the possum. 2 of them! This one looks younger. This one looks older. There are 2 of them now. Wave at them. You wave down at the opossums. They look up at you. I want to pet them, but they don't like being petted by strangers. They're so cute. Look at that face. Pet them. Against your better judgment, you reach out to the possums, hand outstretched. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Maybe now they'll leave your dresser and return to nature where they belong. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. I don't see anything just yet. It's the same view. Check the closet. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? No, it hasn't. Yes, message everybody. You pull out your phone and open your group chat with Stella and Kaneeka. I get to meet Reese today. Morning, how you guys holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. You pull out your phone to text Stella. Ooh, we could hang out with her. She's pretty nice. Want to hang out before Reese/ghost hunting? How are things with Miles? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Probably be a bit. It's hard to say. Look who it is. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Tabitha, it's 7 a.m. and you're eating banana chocolate chunk. Although that does sound pretty delicious. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Okay, let's introduce ourselves and be polite. Good morning. I'm Janie, just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to meet you, Lev. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped in the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm happy part of the family is here to keep Tabitha company with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Are we having ice cream for breakfast? Hey, Tabitha. How's it going? There was a massive mine collapse on my property last night. I can practically feel the whispers of unionization already. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me. I don't need a babysitter. Let's go. I don't want to piss her off. She lives here. And she seems to have secrets. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything, I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Lev, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone getting out of that situation all right. Thanks. Last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband's the local pastor. He's a gentle man and always willing to lend an ear. He's actually been going a little stir-crazy ever since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. He is the creepy youth pastor everyone's been talking about. I'm not Christian, but thank you for the offer. That's alright. My Daniel likes to talk with all sorts of people. He just wants to extend support to anyone who needs it. But feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door's always open. Sorry Tabitha's so mean to you. You only come in once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Oh, odd jobs mostly. Weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. Enough dawdling, we're leaving. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. Oh, Kaneeka! You and Tabitha turn to I almost said you and Tabitha turn into a door. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kaneeka exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kaneeka storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Oh, whoa, whoa. I'm glad she's finally letting loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her. She's been so measured ever since I met her. Her family is taking advantage of her because she lets them, not because she's normally measured and composed. A display like this means nothing if she's still here next year, and yet again the year after that. If anything, it just tightens the ties that bind her here. Oh, you see yourself in her, don't you? What would you do if you weren't here? Come on already, let's go. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Oh! Is that possum? I think it is. An owl. This, raven. And a deer. I like taxidermy. I think it's neat. There's a little axolotl plushies. And a black tabby like the logo of the company. And a snake. And another raven. This is... Oh, we're in North Carolina or South Carolina. I can't recall. Beer. Anyway. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Lev, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Picking up some of the devil's lettuce, Tabitha? I like tea. Can I have some tea? Oh, sure, if you're willing to wait a bit. I wasn't expecting to entertain, so I didn't put any water on. I'll go and do that now. Never hurts to have fresh water on hand. Can we get this over with first? Of course, priorities. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Oh yeah, let's peep. You find a subtle spot near the door to listen in. I know it took longer than you hoped, but this was fairly short notice. In the future, please give me at least 2 months to gather what's needed. These plants aren't exactly easy to come by. Is there enough? Yes, everything should go just fine. Make sure this is all it eats for a few days, and I mean all. Put it somewhere it can't get other food. I'm not keeping it inside. Outside, then. A shed? Something enclosed? And please call me if you get confused. Don't assume you know what you're doing. You only have one shot at this, remember that. Pearl Ann ran me through it plenty of times. I know what I'm... Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announces another patron. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Lev, aren't you? My name's Beau. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. The policeman said he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but he's gone. And as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out to the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I could find him? It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around. I ain't a stranger to what these hills have to offer. Daddy always said I wouldn't have nothing to fear so long as I learned how to use my fists. So he taught me how to do all that. Those woods might be scary sometimes, but I reckon there's no better way to show my daddy I've learned those lessons than to go out there and find him. He died on the northwest edge of town, off Asgina Trail. Asgina. I'm hoping it's Asgina and not Asgina. Thank you, Lev. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome, and please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at the library after and figure out a plan? And then it buzzes again. Hey again. If you want to come for breakfast, I would honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned parking lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Ooh, we have a big choice to make, huh? I am kind of concerned about Kaneeka after she just popped out of the general store, and he seems nonplussed. I do like Stella, though. I'm gonna go see Kaneeka. You followed the directions Kaneeka texted you, and soon you find yourself in a disused parking lot behind the shuttered shops on Main Street. She's sitting alone in the back of her van. She notices you lurking on the edge of the parking lot and waves, her troubled expression brightening into a smile. Hey, you made it! Hop on in. There's something different about Kaneeka today. She seems tired, her usual alertness gone, and her eyes unfocused as they settle on you. She's got Teto? No, it's not Teto. That's, Madoka Magica, Cardcaptor Sakura, and Digimon? And Sailor Moon. She's got good taste. I'm not sure what this is. Is that her? An axolotl? Sorry if this seems a weird place to hang out. I'm, taking a mental health day. I kinda need some space from the store. Plus, I feel like ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. I must have inhaled too much coal dust last night. She does look pretty great. You look great. Are you trying to lay down the charm on me? Maybe it's working. Keep it up and see. How are you doing after last night? Oh, you know, not great. At least I was able to sleep once the adrenaline wore off, even if I barely feel like I got any rest at all. Now I've just got a raging headache. I hope I'm not coming down to something. Before things got heated with my folks, Mom gave me more of this tea that's supposedly good for, I don't know, recovery, rejuvenation. It must have been caffeinated or something, because it did not help me fall asleep. But it's kind of helping with the headache. At least it tastes good. What about you? I'm just feeling lucky to be alive. That's a good attitude. Hopefully the rest of the week is uneventful. We'll make sure to have a chill one today. We'll just hang out with friends and have some fun trying to look for ghosts that don't exist. Or maybe don't exist. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to question my fundamental understanding of how the world works. Sounds like you were having some kind of argument. She sighs. Yeah, family stuff. Are you sure you want me to get into it? I don't want to dump all that drama on you. Only if you feel comfortable sharing. I don't want to pressure you into saying something you'd rather keep quiet. It would honestly be a relief to talk about it with someone. Thanks, love. Especially since you were there last night, so you know how it feels to survive something like that unscathed. So after I got home last night, I had to deal with my brother. He really made me feel like I was the bad guy, especially once we got home. Like the whole mind collapse was my fault. And Mom didn't help. She never does. She always takes his side, saying he's young and allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes I could never dream of getting away with. When we told her what happened, she just said the same shit she always does about family and getting along, and sent us to bed with tea. Her favorite method of conflict resolution. As if a little hot leaf water ever really helped anybody. What's the deal with her and tea anyway? I don't know if you've seen the sign in the tea room, but apparently tea is life. It's like she thinks she's some kind of witch. It kind of boiled over this morning. She wound up blaming me for letting Miles sneak off into the mines, saying that if I'd been working like I was supposed to, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble. Like I'm supposed to be in charge of a solid teenager every second of the day. While working. And it's not like I don't care. I'm always stressing out about that kid, or the store, or a million other things I'm supposed to deal with. None of this should be on me. These are the best years of my life, and I'm wasting them in this town, keeping a store afloat while my mom just messes around with her little herbs or whatever. I'd made it out of here. I'd gotten to grad school. I was good at it. I was going to graduate with honors and everything. But Dad died, and I came out back for the funeral, and then I had to stick around just to help Mom sort out a few things. First it was a month, then 2, and now here I am over a year later, and those few things became my life. I don't want to be this person. If I could, I'd just drive this van all the way down to the coast, lie down on the beach, and never come back. Sounds like you already know what you want to do. Kaneeka's quiet for a moment, staring at the overgrown parking lot. Yeah, you're right. Maybe tomorrow. Stella made all those ghost hunting plans, and I just can't skip out on her like that. But, yeah, tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. You should come with me. Oh? God. Of course, I feel like an asshole for talking all of this now, the morning after a mind collapse. But I guess that's what pushed all of this over the edge. Nothing like a major disaster to make you question the direction your life has taken, right? I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't stuck around. It's not all bad. You're right. I guess some good things can come from a messed up situation. I'm serious, by the way. If I leave town tomorrow... When I leave town tomorrow, you should come with me. Why leave town tomorrow, though? If you're serious about getting out of here, it should be today. I can't let Stella down like that. And before you say anything, this is different than the stuff with my family. I like Stella. A soft breeze blows across the lot as you and Kaneeka share a quiet moment. Both of your phones buzz in unison. You reach for them at the same time. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet y'all there in half an hour. Wow, I totally blanked on the Mayor Jimmy thing. It's almost like we went through a traumatic event or something and I'm not on top of my schedule. But Stella's right. This gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar, and Mayor Jimmy's awfully cute. Yeah, why is meeting the mayor such a big event? You'll find out soon enough. I won't spoil the fun. Anyway, we'll chill with Mayor Jimmy, go to Reese's for dinner, and then do some ghost hunting tonight. Thank God we have so much going on today. I really need the distraction. And thanks for letting me vent earlier. It helped. Shall we? Now, let's go to the library. You and Kaneeka make your way to the library. It's busier than usual, and a small crowd has formed in the corner of the main foyer. Yes, the gang's all here. I've been waiting to introduce Lev to the mayor for like the entire time I've known them. I've never gotten to introduce someone to the mayor before. It'll be worth it, trust us. Alright, shall we? He's a dog. Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the portraits lining the walls, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog. You can tell this dog is a mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends, and Winnie's Biscuits, oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth. No contest. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Oh, hey Gretchen, calm down, girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm going to have to ask that you and your dog step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kaneeka is quick to follow. Dog cookies? This is very, very regal. Oh, look! It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Lev. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but she's in a better place now. Jeannie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. I feel like it's rude to be like, your God is fake, to a pastor. I should go. It's nice meeting you, though. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine. Even after everything that happened last night? Nobody was hurt, but still, from what I heard, it was quite the close call. Not to doubt your resolve, but I know I would need to do some serious praying to work through the emotions of something like that. Heck, if I had to pray over it anyway, and I wasn't even there to witness it. If you ever feel like you're struggling or could use a good listener, you know where to find me. It was lovely to meet you, and have a blessed day, love. The pastor leaves you be and joins in the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Oh, hello there. You find them already talking to Oscar deeper in the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after the dark either, but I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit's at full power. I just want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This one could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not gonna waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are gonna be the death of me. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation. Is that what you call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we can be set on preparations. The only thing you need to bring is an open mind. The power of friendship. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix this. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Well, if we're not going to do the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's. Absolutely. Come on, Lev. Time to go bother our friend. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. Should we invite Avery ghost hunting? Oh, sure, I guess. The more the merrier, right? Maybe there'll be an extra voice of reason. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool, I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. What about Tabitha? What about her? You're not planning on inviting her, are you? Oh my god, yes! Can you... I'm back. Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe she comes along tonight. The two of you will finally get along. No. Ooh. I don't know. She doesn't seem she's the type to be open to ghost hunting, you know? Let's save. Just in case. Kaneeka's uncomfortable. Okay, I won't invite her. Great, thanks. And if you don't mind, maybe stop trying to involve her in things. I don't want to keep looking over my shoulder expecting to see her grouchy face sneaking up behind me. So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time till he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. I think he just really wants people to like him. But he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. When you put it like that, his whole situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is goes a step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. The man was grinning all through my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way, and now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Damn, that's harsh. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Can we see any little guys? I don't see any. Doesn't mean they're not there, though. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as too early when you're hanging out with friends. That's extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. He looks awful. Hey. Reese. Oh my god, dude. It's been ages. You must be Lev, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless at making sure I got all the Lev updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew jerkies stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kaneeka nervously tugs Stella away towards the van. What about you, Liv? Are you coming in? Ooh. Oh, sure. I'll come in. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kaneeka aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there a chill in the air, but the building itself seems too sterile. Uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around my kitchen. I made sure that everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner, and you can leave my house and go on about your business. I was kinda hoping to see Reese's new art. We still got time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You don't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all of his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Yeah, he's drawing some crazy things. Kind of like ditchling-y. It's very ditchling-y. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself at home. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. You can't just ask that, Lev. He does have a big movie collection. Your art. It's so emo. I don't want to insult him, but it is kind of grotesque. Yeah, slap these bad boys on a mug, you could make $1 or $2. That's what I've been telling him. If you posted these online somewhere, you can get big, man. I think I'll keep them to myself till I die. You know how it is with dead artists. Their art sells for way more. Hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work makes millions off it. I'd be able to rest easy knowing somebody had retroactively given my life value. Or you could sell them while still alive and enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still exist. That sounds complicated. I'd rather just spend my time painting. Leave the hard work to someone else. That's dark. Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly, but no one really knows what's wrong with me. It's been getting worse. I can barely keep food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me, my future is unknowable, but one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like anybody else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. What's your diagnosis, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind, though. The answer isn't very illuminating. It's not one particular thing, but a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it's just weird, like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? No? It feels fine. Like I said, I get itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school's here's a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like one certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before bed. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past few days? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures futilely towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here. Stella, I'm sick, you know that. I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort, I really do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. It's pogging. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares till the day I die. It could be tonight. That could be tonight, Kaneeka. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that answering different questions. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, the guy that's been following Lev around? Being all ominous? Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look for all our sakes. You decide to leave it at that. You want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. Make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. It's quite the movie selection you've got. Any recs? Let me think. Oh, have you ever heard of Shinachi Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. Maybe we could do a movie night later on this week. Oh my god, yes! We haven't had a movie night in years. It's been a while, hasn't it? Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for checking up. Make sure you wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum from just behind your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Oh, so many choices. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? Ooh. Oh, all of my options are for the benefit of this door. Just cleaning the doorknob. Dr. Kelly narrows her eyes with suspicion. Worry less about cleaning my doorknobs and more about cleaning your hands. Come on, everyone's waiting on you. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind that door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eye, and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. That was weird. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kaneeka anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and intense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. You see, he's got nothing but noodle. She sits opposite you at the head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness toward Reese, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you and Stella and Kaneeka, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Oh, jeez. Don't say that. Small talk. Thanks for putting all this together, Dr. Kelly. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. Reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over. Hungry teenagers eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through, honestly. It was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. Don't say that. Well, we're still in Kaneeka like as kids. Noisy and messy, like all kids. There's suddenly a wistful look in her eye, like she's glimpsing back to some brighter time in her life. Kaneeka softens too, her shoulders lowering from their defensive place by her ears. And they always had these little projects. Videos or crafts or animal resources, whatever it was that had captured their imagination that week. The glimmer of joy in the corner of her eye fades. Her glower returns in its place. So like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think that Doc could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media, and very sad about the squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Let's not talk about dead bodies. Okay. Does no one in this town have two parents? That's rude. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. It's not to make her more upset. Yeah, that's an okay point. Have the police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still hadn't found it. Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. No, Duke definitely died. I saw the footage. And I saw it for myself in person. So did Lev. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Stella said it was one of those things in the woods, the ditchlings. They made him misfire. Ditchlings. I see. This was for one of your videos, huh? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt that something might have happened to him, but I'm sure there were no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom. Outside my windows at night, they're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons, or... Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite the things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow. Dr. Kelly's eyes nervously glanced towards her son before flitting back to a position of annoyance. You can't help but feel like what you saw went beyond compassionate worry to be genuine fear. She's not a vet, she's a doctor. He remained silent, quietly picking at store-bought spaghetti and dinner rolls. So we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Lev was still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure it'll be okay. You're always You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend my last few miserable years of my life holed up in a basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask permission for my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs his friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too, but all any of you do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Sorry, we'll be out of your way. Good. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Did any of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? She never turned her back towards him. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of his food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamics than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we don't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what happened. You and Kaneeka follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange... Oh goodness, look at them. There's one there, 2 there, there's some there, and there. They're everywhere. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kaneeka's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. You can't help but feel you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. Who are you kidding? Order doesn't matter. Stella or Kaneeka is probably the final girl. Before you enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. Maybe because there's danger afoot. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? It went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for the longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. That's okay. It just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. I got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh! And a Ouija board. I know they're just toys, but you never know what might come in handy. This is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you really have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't able to carry around everything all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things got getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, I'm glad you can make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. I've got a bad feeling about this. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more are lurking around here. Are those the monsters you saw in the woods? Just once I'd actually like to see some of this stuff myself. Trust me, you don't. If Sybil's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. Same here. I was so dark and cramped in there. I can't be sure of anything. I heard or saw wasn't just part of a long, drawn-out panic attack. Good thing I got audio of the knocking. Real proof we had a paranormal encounter. Or proof that the rocks were shifting around us, preceding a cave-in. One of those things is slightly more likely than the other. But that's what's so great about this stuff. It's fun to be terrified, you know. Yo, don't rush off ghostbusting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, I'm glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. He's so forward. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. This is a nice little thing. Looks like the sun's almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for around a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey. You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexis's place. Sorry, Miss Gutierrez. Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yeah. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew what was there. Gotta let Oscar handle this. Rosa, it could get dangerous out there. Just hang out in the library and we'll have this taken care of in a few hours. Come on, Dad. If you're letting Zane tag along, Alexis and I have every right to be there, too. She's got a good point, Mr. G. I can't get a hold of this dude's name. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. Okay, that looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. Oh, it's the unicorn in the little cage. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show up with this many people around. Is it just me, or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same. I've got the chills. The temperature gun actually says it's a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. I feel a presence. Yeah, we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. As much as I'd love to spend more one-on-one time with you, we really shouldn't— oh, hello there. We really shouldn't split up. Ghost or no, that's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols for every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards supposed to be super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this suspicious, Dad. Nope. You've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Let's, head up to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Avery looks so cool. That feeling again. Like the mines. Like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Well, this is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on my EMF either. She has a poster that's called Many Boys. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we cover it up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it reason to. Oh, good idea. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Ghost blood. Yeah, have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? No, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. It could be idea. This could be a sign of structural damage. I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Plus, there might be something written under there, in blood. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. She's like a little plush bat. That's so cute. She's got furries. And drawing. This is an awesome girl. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. She's wearing a one-piece thing like a Ghostbuster would. She's totally themed her outfit today. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone going down there. Seal? What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Oh, okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone didn't want us going down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has been long gone, right? There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all this red stuff is coming up from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts, I can just feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment's made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever's under the hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet. It's red because North Carolina has some red-ass dirt. It's simple as that. It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be human blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch under the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered maybe they tried sealing it up because it was unsafe? Uh-oh. You think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with the undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as if you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Yeah, look for your friends in Rosalina's room. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. And there's a ditchling right there. And a ram? There's all sorts of creatures. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Stella? Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Alright, Edwardine. Can you show me the way out? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think I can you understand what Father might do. I don't want to cross Father. I shall be away at once. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She's in agony. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. I know you still love me. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of there, Stella, I promise. Oh, not Gretchen! She's long gone. The shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door, standing solitary in the middle of the garden, appears before you. Enter. You walk up the door and open it. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Junior, pack up your things. Quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Jesus Christ. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'll pack real good. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was there. Why should I give Junior all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. The collapse, Junior leaving, Charlie returning. It's all starting to come together. They're the same person. If you're going to be mean about it, maybe I won't pack. I feel like playing along is the safest thing to do with this type of thing. I'm doing it, I'm packing, please stop yelling. Don't listen to him, Charlie, just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. As for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Maybe the Spectre is trying to tell you something about the collapse. Maybe what happened 100 years ago wasn't as clear-cut as people would have you think. Are you trying to tell me something happened about the collapse? Was Charles Shaw not responsible for what happened? Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. What makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Am I supposed to be you? Oh, this shadow. Yeah, confront it. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones. Even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Oh, and this. Before you had the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Run! You bolt for the door. I'm scared of him. You're outside and it's night, a false moon, looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Okay, so clearly this playing along doesn't really seem to do much. Kaneeka, I'll get you out of here, I promise. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what your Scarlets did to your family. And what it did to those two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Are you mad because Edwardine and Charlie's romance didn't work out? I'm sure by now you realize the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? The last room, that's what happened to your parents, isn't it? The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here, then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kaneeka mimes handing you something, although her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Something about this woman doesn't sit right. She must have some ulterior motive. What's about misfortune and stepping foot outside the holler? Is the town cursed? That's where you'll find them. You need her there. And be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I wish you... nope. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. It'll have to try harder. Run. You run into the uncanny underbrush before hearing another word. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. Okay, this dude is huge because his head is here. One hand there, one hand there. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. Oscar, I'm so sorry. Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake, Enoch, went behind my back. Let Spirit talk. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with the history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not till our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. You remain fixed in the silence as the figure continues. Damn it, boy, I might not have till morning. Promise me you'll go back, and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. Sucked him in. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important, but what does any of it matter? This dude creeps me out. His mouth is like open, like, oh. You bolt for the hole in the bed and dive in. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of the prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Yeah, I'm just gonna assure everyone that I know they're there and that they're suffering. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. Is this what's in the Forbidden Wing? I think we should just bust in, frankly. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little tryst bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Oh, so Charlie and Eddie got together at some point and had a baby. Excuse me, that's private. Fruit is... You know, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside and you'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. There's a lot of... I'm feeling this, but there's no point in saying it because the ghost isn't listening. Do you want me to let you out? That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't even escape with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. Why? Why should I leave? You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I'd use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? I would kill to go to the beach right now. Why should I trust you? You've been talking to the witch, then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. I'll listen to whoever I dang well please. You maintain your silence. How does it know that? Interesting interpretation. Stella! You ignore Wayne, continuing down the corridor after Stella and passing into the darkness. Wayne is already waiting for you as you enter the next room. The two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. And Gretchen. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. This one is creepy. Is she doing a baby voice? Just let the scene play out. There's no use in trying to communicate, whether with the resident or with your little friends. I'll try and keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though, I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Oh, he's got a thing with puppets. Oh, so that's why everyone's been moving so weirdly while they're possessed. He's got a thing with puppets. Please, don't engage with it while I try to find another door. A traveling show? And you take me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. You quietly let the scene finish playing out. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne could get in another word. Not the dog. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble into the hatch. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's help, Eddie. Whatever it is Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Eddie? Ouch. Oh. Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling wind. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? I didn't do anything. I'm just here. We're trying to help. Why should I? I'm not responsible for any of this. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. I didn't do it! Why don't you have a talk with Edwardine? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I'll finally leave. This is bullshit. But the spirit ignores your protestations. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. A smell hits you, that now familiar, wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are. But you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Lev. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken consciousness. Leave it to fester. What about my friends? What happens if I just leave? They've already left. They're not a factor in this. I'm not gonna sacrifice years of my life. Okay, let's leave. I'm trusting you. You better make this count. You don't need my help. Close your eyes and feel for the stairs. You close your eyes. You fumble in the darkness, reaching your hands and grasping air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good. You've made it out of the pit. His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot onto the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes as you try to hold your breath. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. You continue. You feel the doorframe under your palm, and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Good. The main doors are just ahead. You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small lit piles of dead leaves across the steps of the library, and the ditchlings are gone. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you. He leaves before you can say anything in response. Thank God you made it out alive, Lev. She didn't say alive. Thank God you made it out, Lev. I went to get Mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. Sounds like you've had quite the evening. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. Suppose we'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. I'm so sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. I wouldn't impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. Oh God, there's so much to talk about. But why would they be mad? Yeah, like, they act like it's our fault. Maybe the government can rent you another house. Yeah, I guess that's possible. I'll give the state a call in the morning. Okay, but you two need a place to sleep tonight, Oscar. Are you sure you couldn't take up Alexis's offer? Oscar sighs. You're right. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. He said the line! He said the line from Zoolander. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's gotta be over the moon right now, and she doesn't look like she's over the moon. Actually, where is Stella? She's just standing there by herself. This isn't like her. Go talk to Stella. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey, Lev. You okay? I'm so sorry, Lev. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. Stella... I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the type to share her burdens. I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. Honestly, I'm surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kaneeka. We don't want that cold of yours getting any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There's no context, nothing, but there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I felt... I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mines are boarded up and that just made us want to go down there even more. We can't just tell them it's mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, that'll just make them want to go investigate for themselves. Maybe we just say there's a gas leak. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's settled then. We board it up, and we say there's a gas leak. Hopefully no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. I guess I should probably head back. We should probably get going too. It's starting to get chilly out, and I don't want to keep Alexis's parents up too late. We'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you some groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger. Let us know if you need anything, okay? I believe it's time for me and my daughter to get home as well. But, Kaneeka dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. See you tomorrow, Lev. I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kaneeka warily treks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. My whole body hurts. Mom, what was that? And I want a better answer than just a ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. Guess it's just the two of us now. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So you have no idea who you were. I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever. But I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. I'm sorry, I didn't know things would be like this. I mean, it's not your fault. I feel a lot worse for Oscar and Rosalina than I do myself. I'll see if there's something Aunt Winnie can do to help him out. At the very least, I can help him spruce things up with some plants once they find a place to settle in. I know it wasn't exactly the kind of evening we all thought it'd be, but I'm glad I got to have that experience. My body hurts, my soul is unsettled, but I'd honestly do it over again. Thanks, Lev. I really appreciate you inviting me along. Anyway, I'd better get home and get some rest. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's rest is... Nope. Here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after Avery leaves. It's time to go back to the estate. Your cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could, shall we? Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, hell goodness. Oh no. The night feels cold. The crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening the quiet wilderness. Did I just miss something? Oh, no, those are your decisions. Oh, okay. No, I didn't. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. There's ditchlings everywhere. There are. I'm afraid they would still be this numerous, even if you'd managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot of this place, rather than the cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirits showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them out yourself. That's a very suspicious thing of her to say. Sybil, what is Wayne? He's just a man. Who does she think you are? There's no way in hell Wayne is just a man. No, he's not. The smile briefly fades from her face. It's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may have not taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on a bit. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. So, we're just gonna let this little old lady walk all the way back to the general store by herself? One last rest and we'll get you home. I don't trust this lady. I'll just keep going. I am. The estate shouldn't be much farther. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourself on the outskirts of the estate. Lev, why don't you swing by the tea room tomorrow, say early afternoon? I'd love to chat with you for a while. Come by any time, I'll be there all day. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly, bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Lev. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. So she goes alone through the woods. Interesting. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. This dog looks like Mayor Jimmy. I see you finally decided to drag your sorry ass back here. I don't even know what to say. I've told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, and to come home in a timely manner. What's the point of saying it all again? Clearly you just don't care how your actions affect me, and I don't know how to make you care. I'm really sorry, I mean it. If you're sorry, act like it. I'm done arguing. Good night. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms, its tallest yet, over Scarlet Hollow. What's that? There aren't any ditchlings here. Ooh. Oh, so that's why he has the big dent in his head. Wow. So, that was episode 3. That was really crazy. Wow. We got haunted. We experienced a ghost possession. It was pretty terrible. Not sure how I feel about the whole Sinzo the Father thing, but I think that's just his own opinion. It's not actually what the other characters think of me. Hopefully. But I will see you next time with part 4. And that's actually, I believe, the last part that's out so far. So next time will be the last time. And I will see you again soon. Goodbye!